Excuse me. Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. We've started things over again, and I'm gonna be kind of a bigger dairy than I've always done. I'm on Upper Mississippi Valley, and welcome to Iowa. I have purchased a farm. I just left the dealership getting one of my tractors. The rest they're going to deliver. Um, and I don't know what all is entailed with the farm. I've been to the farm. I think there's a couple oat fields that needs done. I think there might be a logging business that I'll get into also. And I've heard I have my own granary in a sense, where I can mix my own feed in two spots. One, the dairy barn. Two, out in the back. I think the I need to learn to drive. I haven't decided yet if I am going to use both. I haven't decided yet if, like, the dairy barn itself, where the milk cows are, I will fill that up. Because they'll need a regular cart to feed them. And I may have to do it at both. I may have to. Why did I go this way? My farm's down here. I think I'm so used to coming out of McGregor like that on previous farms that I kind of forgot where I was located. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Alright, if I take this straight down, I'll go to the farm. Anyhow, I have some land, but I'm also thinking about buying more. I've got a project tractor that the dealership sold me pretty well. I have to try to get that, I guess, at a decent price. But once we get alright, I saw the church and I wanted to make sure I was heading in the right direction. But once we get to the farm, oh, I see it now. I see that setup. Oh boy, I can see it for miles. It's a big farm. It is definitely a big farm. That's why I said there's could be a lot of things going on around at this farm. From logging in the wintertime, farming in the summer, spring, fall. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of plans I have with us, and as you can see that right back there, we'll take a tour of this so you guys can that's why I said I may have to purchase more land, just because I've got the room. So I gotta get out and open up the gate. I have a gate at the end of my driveway. I'm debating if I want to keep it open or only shut it when I'm not there. I'm gonna pull back here to the big old shop I got, because I'll eventually unload everything here. So let's walk back this way for a minute. As I said, I've already been here. The family's already here. So I just left the dealership saying, I need equipment. And told them I wanted to run more in an AGCO Massey Ferguson thing. This little garage here, I'm going to get some equipment for a shop. More or less a tinker shop for toys and the lawn equipment and stuff like that. So it'd have like workbench and toolboxes and drill press and, you know, all that. But here's the house. To me, this is just an amazing house. Kids are in there playing and the wife's in there. I don't want to go in there and get told there's things I need to do inside there. So let's run away from there. Why I'm thinking of it, I better... Nope, there's Lily. It's Pet Lily. She's a good dog. She probably needs food. And we had this pool put in. It's going to be a great party spot eventually. Might need a couple more. Well, we'll see how it looks. We may or may not have parties at night. Wife wanted chickens, so I built the chicken coop right there. Kind of got to go into the backyard through the gate right here to get to them, but right here's the chickens. So we might be able to sell some eggs. Don't know how many chickens she plans on getting, but I'll be taking care of them, of course. So this is a shop. As I said, we'll have a lot of business going on here. So I will have hired help, probably the wife included. That will be always here. Business will be taking place here. If they come to the farm for delivery, if they come to the farm to, you know, for anything, this is where they come. I do have a home office, but right here is where my office would be when I work at the farm. When I'm at here, this is all connected to the home office, so when I leave here I can still do some work if I wanted to. Of course, there's the restroom in there. Back here's the shop. We, you know, can do tires, a workbench, the computer to work on stuff, a small drill press, you know, everything is in here. The one thing I do like is what I had added was this lift, because you know dang well as I do, we will have to be working on something that's up high. There might be some toolboxes and stuff I get here. Now, with this lift here, we're going to get this parts room up here done. There'll be parts up here for tractors, trucks, whatever. And we've got a couple storage bins down here, so I said there might be some toolboxes kind of thrown. That's where that went when I placed it. We'll have to take care of that. I placed one, had to placed it right here because when I placed that one, it dropped inside. Yeah, we'll have to take care of that. Here's the fuel tank. We're waiting on fuel to get delivered, and this is the DEF tank. We're waiting on it to get delivered. We may. So over here is where the cows are. Let's open this. Open this door. There we go. This is where I'll drive through to feed the freestall barn cows. As you can see, it's been vacant for a while. There's some grass in there, and not totally good in here, but it's going to work. I mean, we can drive through it. It's falling apart, but it's going to have to take time for some work. We're going to be mixing the feed in here for the milk cows. And then we got the slurry out here. This is probably going to be full of different commodities for the dairy. Yeah, we'll get it filled up. It's not going to be like tomorrow we get the dairy cows, of course. If you haven't used this barn, it has a hayloft to it. So we'll do square and round. And it has the static cows in here. And as you can see, everything in here, this Dryerville barn, I like it. I like it a lot. And here's where, as I said, log business. We'll put logs in there to sell on these. And then back here's a pasture for cows and stuff. So we're got to see. We got to get crops done. It might not be till fall till we start getting cows. Start getting some dairy cows. It may not be till fall. Well, it's August now, so it's going to be a couple months. Definitely a couple months. So this is an old-fashioned well that they've always had here. So I put, when I built, it was in pieces. We fixed it up. We put it up there. It'd be great to watering cows. Back here is my cold storage barn. What I like is where I can have things on the side and enough room to have stuff on the inside. So if I can get out. Now, back here is more or less the agronomy section. I decided to get an anhydrous tank. You never know. I might start doing anhydrous. Another form of stuff. Now this, I wanted tanks, but with the laws, it said I needed to contain it. So I went one step further, and my liquid is contained in a barn. This would be like fertilizer, this is the herbicide, whatever. And I'll probably store the sprayer in here, and probably the fertilizer spreader. It will be stored in here also, because I had a big commodity shed put back here. And, well, lime, fertilizer, you know, stuff like that will definitely be in here. This would be even some of the overflow of stuff from for the cows could be here. Decided to buy me a rock crusher. We well, we're going to make lime. We're going to crush rocks, make lime, make our own if we can. So we will see how that works. And as you can see, I had a humongous GIS granary put in. Has its own control room in here. Well, I left the doors open from last time I was in here. As you look at that control, I mean, this is state of the art. You know, back here, when we dump in, we'll leave everything here on the desk, because I'll have help, you know, also. And then, you know, rainy days we'll come back and grab all the receipts. Now, I can treat my own seed, and I'm eventually going to do that. I am going to, let's click on it. I can add the wheat and barley seed. So we may have to grow a plot of barley or wheat to make our own, to make the seed, to make seed. We may have to make our own seed, and that's okay. Now, like I said, I had my own place to mix. This is a cattle mixing, where I can go over here. Let's click onto it. I can add all this stuff into it. Corn silage, haylage, grass silage, high moisture corn, earlage, whole crop, and brioche grain. And then here's the different rations. I can mix hog food if I wanted to. This is the dairy blend. We might we might try that beef one. Here's the dairy. And mineral food. All this stuff I can dump in there. I got to play around with it. And then what it does is this is all the molasses. It mixes it in here. And then out here is each different feed. So eventually we're going to be mixing the feed and have like one for hog, beef mix, and cat and dairy mix. And I'll tell you why. And this is for the big bales that I'll have. Reason I'll have hogs is right over here. We'll have a small pen of hogs right here, so we don't need that much food in there. But my kids will probably show them in 4-H. So, well, I think we're going to call this a video. And, I gotta make some phone calls, see when the dealership's going to be bringing stuff, and, you know, all that fun jazz. So, well, hopefully next time that you, next time I see you, we might have things going on. Oh, and by the way, back there by the cows where the logs are, there might be some of trailers parked back there. I don't know where to park them. Per se, because I've got room, but I don't know what all I'm getting. But this tractor is going to be with the farm. I'm thinking, I've heard there's a local farmer that might have an old Alice for sale, because I'm going to have an old Oliver swivel middle in there that the dealership had. So I'm all about the older tractors, just to fix them up. Even if I don't use them a whole lot, life will be good. I think some of the car goosenecks could probably park along here. I'm thinking I can, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to call this a video. If you want to see this one grow, I plan on getting more land, becoming bigger, and all that. Why I'm going, well, I'm going in the garage. Before I end the video, let's show you the size of the farm. If I sneak in, the kids won't know I'm in the home office. Shut the door. There we go. Let's get on my PC real quick. Let's go up to the maps. Alright, here's the farm. Right there. And if I click, I own all this, this. I wouldn't mind trying to buy this field, this, and this. over here. We'll see, because this is going to keep me busy, but it looks like I've got oats there to run, oats there to run. I've got corn there, sorghum there to put in a silo. That one will probably go into the back barn. If I cut that, that would go for the dairy cows, or vice versa. But anyhow, yeah. We'll check the weather after we get the equipment delivered. The dealership says they've got people at run all night, so we'll see what happens. So, well, it's 10 o'clock. I need to make another cup of coffee. Well, kids have had Wheaties, so we're gonna call this a video. Oop, wife made some pastries. And they just went to the grocery store. That's why they're where they're at. All right, guys, time for the mid-morning snack, and then see what we get going. Have a great weekend. Next time, people.